Hello, I'm David Valencia, and today I'm going to talk about word families and collocations. Yes, so word families. What are word families? Yes, word families are a group of words that have a common pattern or feature. Yes, so according to the National Council of Teachers of English, yes, there are 37 common word families. Yes, let's see the examples. Here are the examples with the suffix "ice." Yes, with "ice" we can form words like dice, mice, nice, price, ice, rice, twice, and slice. Yes, as you can see, all these words have the termination "ice." Yes, this suffix. Let's see other example. The suffix a and n. Yes, n. Let's see words like ben, can, clan, ran, plan, pan, man, and fand. Okay. Okay, the next topic are collocations. Collocations refers to how words go together, yes, and form fixed relationships. Words grammatically correct, yes. What I mean, let's see some examples. Here are some examples for collocations, yes. We say heavy rain, not thick rain. We say high temperature, not tall temperature. We say scenic view, not picture view. We say do homework, not make homework. We say make the bed, not do the bed. We say have an experience, not make or do an experience. We say fast train, not quick train. We say fast food, not quick food. We say quick shower, not fast shower. We say quick meal, not fast meal.
Hi, I'm Angelica Reyes and I'm going to explain what synonyms, antonyms, and lexical chunks are and why it's important to teach them. So first, the synonyms are words that have the same or almost the same meaning as another. For example, big and large. But you must be careful because sometimes they are similar but they don't mean the same thing. So you have to know in what context you can use it. For example, though beautiful and handsome mean the same, beautiful is more used to refer to women and handsome is more used to refer to men. While these words are usually used for one gender, they can be used for both, but people may feel offended. And antonyms are words that have the opposite meaning of a given word. For example, old and new. Studying synonyms and antonyms is important because they can improve our vocabulary, and finding words with similar meanings can give us more ways to say the same thing. This is very important in writing because it helps us not to be so repetitive. And a lexical chunk is a group of words that are commonly found together. There are different types of chunks, like the phrasal verbs, collocations, idioms, and sentence frame. And one reason that these lexical chunks are so common and important is that they are typically related to functional language use.
So this topic is called teaching phrasal verbs. So phrasal verbs are words that or combination of words that can acquire a new lexical meaning that is usually based on common expressions that are usually in streets, that is very rote language. So they are divided in 4 types. So first we have the intransitives, that are usually words that doesn't require a specific word to be paired. So as examples we have came, can could use it with come to. So we could use it as a replacement of the word recovered. So the next type is transitive inseparable, that are words that need a specific word to be paired, and that word is always after the verb. So for example, we have look into, that has the meaning of investigate something. So the next type is transitive separable, and this has words that need a specific word to be paired, but this can be before or after the verb. So here we have put off, and this can mean to postpone something for later. So the last type is called three-part, that are words that are transitive and inseparable, but they are composed by three different chunks. So for example, we had put with, and that can mean endure. So for teaching these two methods, there are two methods for teaching phrasal verbs. So first we have the traditional method, that is usually you divide them by their type and group them by how much they share a meaning. So yes, this will help to the learners to understand easier what it's trying to say, but it can have some sections. So the other method is the systematic approach, that you teach each verb as a, like it has their meaning, so it's like their own new word, and you give them a lot of examples, and well, this will take longer to understand, but it will be more effective. Guys, then we are to continue by the next topic, that it is teaching word formation and combinations. So as we previously told you, there are many ways to combine two words, so you make another word with a new meaning. So there are three ways for doing this. So first we had the affixation, that is adding a suffix or a prefix to a word. So suffix and prefix are little, let's say, syllables that have their meaning. So for example, we had do, that is a word, a verb, you know, and we added the prefix so when we combine the two, we get undo, and that means that you go back or revert an action. So next we had compounding, that is joining two words to make black. So for example, we had the word black, that is a color, and the word smith, and combining the two we get blacksmith, that is a job. The third one is called conversion. Those are words that change their meaning and depending on the concept that we are talking about. For example, we have the word hot. So depending on what we are talking about, we could be referring to something very popular, something sexy, or some high temperature, or like the weather or something. So words that are used to join with other words are called chunks, and knowing what chunks can be joined together is something very difficult to learn. So there are two methods to teach them, and the first one is find the rules. So in this you try to find similarities and patterns and of how the chunks are used in this type of words. In this method, it's good to know the individual meaning of each chunk, so you understand what they are trying to say and how they can be joined with other words.
Hello, my name is Laura and I'm going to talk about how to teach vocabulary with word cards and motivation. So the word cards are small cards to help you remember or learn words. These cards are a great learning resource you can use to help students learning vocabulary in English. With beautiful illustrations and clear text, these word cards will help students link letters to meaning sound out each syllable and get them to repeat it all back to help them practice pronouncing words in English. Here are some activities that can be done in class to encourage the independent use of word cards. The first one is pair teaching and testing. In this activity, students will work in pairs and you can ask them to compare their current word card sets and encourage them to teach each other the words in their sets that they don't share and to teach each other. The second one is guess my word. When learners are already familiar with each other's word cards, each takes a word at random and the other has to guess which word it is by asking yes/no questions like it is a noun, verb, adjective, has it got 1, 2, 3 syllables, does it begin with, etc. The last one is devolved words. And in this, each of a pair selects a word from their word cards and writes it down without its vowels. Their partner has to work out what the word is. About motivation, learning vocabulary requires high motivation because learning vocabulary items are very difficult. Success in the vocabulary lesson crucially depends on the interaction between the teacher and the students, and on the work the learners themselves put into the assimilation and practicing of new words. Motivation seems to be high to the part of the students to fix new words and their meanings, and acquisition could be enhanced by such interaction. And learning vocabulary, as I said, is a very difficult and complicated process. It is not possible to understand the meaning of the message if a word is used incorrectly, even if the grammatical structure is correct. However, the teacher should be sure that his learners understand how to use the new words in appropriate situations and find activities that help them to understand and learn new vocabulary.
Using dictionaries. An excellent option for teaching vocabulary is the use of dictionaries. These are very useful for quick acquisition of new words. Their usefulness depends that the learners know how to search for information speedily and accurately. Many learners aren't familiar with the dictionary's conventions, even in their own language. For this reason, it's necessary to provide clear instructions for them. Use skills for an effective dictionary use. You must recognize the alphabetical order, headwords, grammar, and pronunciation information of the words. You need to learn the different meanings of a word and the differences between polysyns, homonyms, and homographs. When you use a bilingual dictionary, checking the translation equivalent and decide if it's the right one for the meaning required. And finally, use synonyms, antonyms, and other information to narrow the choice of the best word for the meaning intended. Dictionaries are often used to check spelling. When you know the spelling of a word, help you to predict the pronunciation of the new words.